Hello, current sophomores. I'm Ms. Brick, and today I'm going to help you plan for your junior year class selections. As you've known and been told before, we do have specific graduation requirements here in the Appleton Area School District. So you need to have your 4 years of English, all 4 years that you're here in high school, 3 years of math, 3 years of science, 3 years of your social studies. Civics you took your freshman year. This current year you probably took some sort of global history, and then next year you're going to want to sign up for U.S. history. You'll need 6.5 electives as well as 1.5 credits of physical education, your half a credit of health that hopefully you completed your freshman year. You need a full year of a fine art, and you also need a half a credit of financial literacy, and that you generally do take your junior year. Keep in mind that personal financial management is generally the class that students take. We also offer a CAP PFM, which is transcripted through the UW Oshkosh system, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. Otherwise, you're also welcome to take Intro to Economics. As we are doing this presentation, I do want you to keep in mind when you're scheduling and picking your classes for your junior year as well as your senior year, try and think about what you do plan on doing after high school. So we have a UW system here in Wisconsin as well as some private colleges, and these right here are listed in just me letting you know what those colleges are looking for. So keep this in mind. 4 English credits, which is what I just told you you need to graduate. They do want 3 math credits. That is their minimum. Please do know though that they do like to see that 4 years of math on your transcript. Same thing with science. They like to see that 4th year of science as well. They do want those 3 years of social studies. Electives, they like to see some additional electives out there, as well as most universities do not require the 2 years of world language. However, when we're looking at UW-Madison, depending upon what field of study you're going into, it is highly, highly recommended that you have at least 2 years of a world language out there. And again, it's strongly recommended through all of our other UW system campuses. If you have additional questions regarding the world language requirement, please schedule an appointment with me or your school counselor, and we can kind of talk you through that and guide you through that. Good news is though, for our UW system as well as our Wisconsin private colleges, their entrance requirements are the Appleton Area School District graduation requirements, so you're in very, very good shape. Again, if you are looking to get into a UW system or have questions, please reach out to your school counselor. That's what we're here for. Now, if you're looking at getting into some of those nation's top colleges and universities, that does change up a little bit more. They want to see 4 English credits with intensive work in writing. They want to see 4 math credits, so minimum of Algebra 2, or we have what's called Algebra 2 for pre-calc, and they consider that an advanced algebra. They like to see 4 science credits, 4 social studies credits. Again, back to that 2 years of world languages, 4's highly recommended. And then if you can, rigorous courses are supposed to be taken all 4 years. So that includes your AP courses. And then they also want you to take the SAT or ACT with the writing portion. Good news for you is that you get to take the ACT and writing portion here at Appleton East. I believe that we're scheduling that out in March. Please do not discount our Wisconsin technical colleges. They're amazing and they have great programs. A lot of the programs at the technical colleges in Wisconsin are designed and tailored for the workforce here in the state of Wisconsin. Great thing about that is you can get that done in 2 years. They also are looking for those same requirements as what we require for you to graduate here at Appleton East and in the Appleton Area School District. One of the things to keep in mind though is that they do have their admission standards, and some of those programs have a waiting list. So let's say you want to get into nursing, you may have to go in that first year and do your general education credits and then get on that waiting list to be a part of those programs. If you have any questions, please just stop down and see us in school counseling. We also have in the LMC, we will be having come a new admissions rep for Fox Valley Technical College, so you can always stop in there and talk to them as well. Last thing you have to do is you do have to take a college entrance exam, and it is called the AccuPlacer. Your senior year, if you take senior comm, senior communication, you will end up taking that AccuPlacer in class. But as always, if you have questions, come see your school counselor. So here are some additional course opportunities that are available to you. Now, these weren't as important your freshman and sophomore year, just because a lot of these classes weren't available to you. So right now though, courses that have that next to them, and you'll see this when we open up your course description guide, they have an AS next to it, and that's advanced standing. So generally that's something that's run in association with Fox Valley Technical College, but it's taught here at Appleton Area School District, so you get to earn potentially some credit in regards to that. There is no cost for it for you, so it's great. Next thing we have is that CAP partnership, which is what I kind of talked about earlier. And that is something that's ran in association with UW Oshkosh. So you do earn UW Oshkosh credit, as well as they add it to your transcript. So if you take, let's say, CAP PFM, and you decide that you want to go over to UW Stevens Point, you can go ahead and you can take your transcript from UW Oshkosh, transfer that over to Stevens Point, and so you'll have some college credit there. It does cost you money though. It's $100 a credit, and let's see, if you do need financial assistance, it is only $50 a credit, and that application does have to be done by July 31st. However, your CAP teacher will reach out to you this summer and let you know. So if you're interested in earning your PFM CAP credit next year, make sure that when you put in your course selections, CAP PFM. And then again, that teacher will reach out to you this summer on how to do that. Next thing is dual credit. This also goes back to Fox Valley Technical College. What's fantastic about this is that with a grade of C or higher and a tuition of $0, you are going to earn Fox Valley Technical credit. So it's pretty cool. It's some really great, easy ways to earn those credits for free. One of the classes would be, let's say, welding. Another one that we have is our child development class. And then your senior year, you can take senior communication, which will count as your English class for Fox Valley Technical College. And again, those are free. So if you have questions on that, because I know this is kind of a lot of information and overwhelming, please reach out to your school counselor. So I did talk a little bit more in detail on the earlier slide in regards to the CAP. And again, that's run through UW Oshkosh. And then we have additional course opportunities, which are work-based learning. And so youth apprenticeship, this starts for you next school year. Students like the idea of being able to leave at the end of the day. You have your classes through 5th hour, maybe get a 6th hour lunch, and then you go and work 7th and 8th hour. And that's called our youth apprenticeship. And so, if that's something that interests you, please make sure that you sign up for that in your course request, and then that counts as your electives. So we also have career and technical internships. That's stuff that, those are jobs in regards to like business and marketing, family and consumer sciences, technology and engineering. If you have questions in regards to youth apprenticeship and our career and technical internships, please reach out to your school counselor. We can help you with that. Now, as a junior, you have another great opportunity that the district allows for you. if there are classes that we do not offer here at Appleton East or at one of our other 2 high schools, and you're really, really passionate about wanting to take those, since we don't offer them, we allow you to enroll at a current university or technical school, technical college like Fox Valley Tech, and take classes or a class or 2 out there, and the district pays for it. So if you already know what you want to do outside of high school, and let's say you know that you want to go to Fox Valley Technical College, you can take a look at what they have out there for courses, and you can apply for what's called the Start College Now program. Meet with your school counselor, let them know right away what you want to do and what you're thinking about doing, because there are hard deadlines, like very, very hard deadlines. You have to have your applications in at a certain point in time, because we do have to have our school board approve those. So Start College Now, that is where you can go to any of our Wisconsin technical colleges, and then Early College Credit is where you can go to any of the University of Wisconsin systems. We do also allow you to go to the private colleges. So if there's something over at Lawrence that interests you, let us know, and we can help you here down in the school counseling department. And then generally what we do, because you are earning college credit, we do not allow you to earn that transcripted on your transcript here at East High School. The only time that we will change that up is if it's in regards to maybe you're part of our Tesla Engineering Charter School and you need that 4th year of math. We can look at getting that added to your transcript. However, it does actually benefit you better to have it available on your college transcript versus your high school transcript. But I know that can be a little bit overwhelming thinking about that right now as a sophomore. So as always, that's what your school counselor is here to help you with. Don't be afraid to come and ask questions. AP courses. These are courses that are offered here at Appleton East High School. They are college level classes. So generally a college level class is only going to be a semester long when you are in college. Here at East High School, we run it all school year. So it is much, much faster paced. But you do get a little bit more time than if you were to take it in college. So that class runs, like I said, the whole school year, and then in May you will take your AP exam. You do have to pay for that. However, what's awesome about it is that if you get a 3 or better on your AP exam, you're generally qualified to receive that college credit for that equivalent course, and AP is accepted all throughout the United States. So it is a great, fantastic opportunity to earn some college credits before you even go off to college. Here are all the AP classes that we do offer. Next year, what you probably would be looking at is that AP US History, as well as we do have AP English, Lit, and Comp that you could take. Some of you are in advanced in your foreign languages. I don't know if you're quite up to where you would take the AP course. That might be your senior year, but that's available to you. The next thing that you're going to need to decide for next school year is what English class you would like to take. You have a few options. So you can take class 1110, which is American Lit and Composition. If you want to take the AP version, and again, remember that's where you can earn those 3 college credits, and that's the advanced. That is number 1120, AP American Lit and Comp. We do also offer what's called American Studies, and this class is your English and your U.S. History class combined together. So it runs in a 2-hour block. In the past, it's run 1st and 2nd hour, as well as 7th and 8th hour. What's nice about this is it happens to be the same teacher that teaches it, and then they'll run the English and the U.S. History in conjunction with each other. And so that can kind of just make it helpful if maybe, you struggle with U.S. History or with English. It's that nice 2-hour block that runs it together. If you have questions in regards to the American Studies, you can always talk to your current English teacher about that. For those of you that love English, you also have some ELA electives that you could take. So those are above and beyond. These do not count towards your graduation requirements. They are just electives. I'm sorry, they do not count towards your English graduation requirements, but they do count towards your elective graduation requirements. We offer creative writing and creative writing number 2. We also offer some genre studies, which is mythology, science fiction, Shakespeare, sports lit, and women's lit. We have a journalism class as well as film studies available. You also are going to have to take your final year of social studies. So as a junior, we ask that you take United States history. You took civics your freshman year, and then you took world history, or you're taking it right now, or maybe global studies. So United States history, you can sign up for that. Otherwise, if you're looking for the advanced version, we do have the advanced AP, so you could take that. Otherwise, like I said in the previous slide, we do have that American Studies that's available to you. There is an AP American Studies, so if you wanted AP English and AP US History, you could sign up for the AP American Studies. Sometimes students don't want to take 2 AP classes, so if that were the case, you then would have to determine if you'd want to take that AP United States History or that AP English. But again, as always, if you have questions, come talk to your school counselor. We have a ton of history electives. So, maybe you're really interested in psychology. You could take AP Psychology. Otherwise, we do have Psychology 1 and 2. And just so you know, those classes are run in conjunction with Fox Valley Technical College. So you could earn yourself some Fox Valley Tech credit there too. We also, criminal justice is run in conjunction with Fox Valley Technical College. And I'm trying to see if we have anything else on there. I believe that is it. If you have questions in regards to social studies, don't be afraid to ask your current social studies teacher that you have right now as well. Junior year math. This is going to be
if you have any questions on what math class you should take, you should talk to your current math teacher.
Your last year of math, unless if you want to take
Otherwise,
4 years.
we also have this great
and
map
let's see
that shows
here.
where you can
Depending
go.
upon
So
where
if
you're
this time
at,
you
that's
are
what you'll
taking
take
college
next.
prep
So if you look at
math,
this nice
you
little
then
math
would
map,
go
let's
to
say right now you're
pre-calc.
currently in geometry, you'd have
Again,
a
if you
couple
have
of
any questions,
options. You
please
could
check
go
with
into
your math
Algebra
teacher.
2. You also could go over to Math Topics if math doesn't really interest you. Or you could go over to Algebra 2 for pre-calc, which is just the advanced version of Algebra 2. If you have questions about what math class you need to take next, feel free to reach out to your math teacher or stop down and see us in school counseling. All
Next year,
right,
you will be
science.
required to take a science
When it
course.
comes to science,
We have a map
again,
that will show
reach out to your current
what
science teacher
your
that you have if you have
progression plan
questions.
is.
We
Otherwise,
have
if
this
you
great map, and it does
please
kind of
check
tell
with
you
your
on
science
what,
teacher. They can
based
help
on what
you
you're planning on
your
doing after
science
high
choice
school,
for
what
next
would be
year.
your best option. So if you notice that orange, that does say your, like if you're looking at going maybe over to Fox Valley Tech, that's going to be your technical non-STEM major 3 credit minimum. So we all started with biology our freshman year. And then in 10th grade, you may currently be in a physical science or a general chemistry. So what you'll have to do then is just take a peek at this and decide what is your next science course that you would take. So if you are in chemistry right now, you could next year take environmental science. You could look into taking anatomy and physiology, as well as applied genetics. We have physics, and then we have some AP classes as well, AP Bio, AP Chem, and AP Physics.
Next year, you will need to take a
For
financial
next year,
literacy
do
course.
not forget to sign
Your
up for
options
your
are
PFM class.
Intro to Econ,
You do need
or
to
if
have
you
that
a
in order to
3.25
graduate
GPA
from
or
Appleton
higher,
Area School
you can
District.
take CAP
I talked
PFM
about it earlier in the
association with
presentation.
UW
There's
Oshkosh for up
PFM,
to
which
3
is number
college credits.
6300.
Please
That
see
CAP
Mrs. Landa
PFM
with
that's
any
run
questions.
in
You will
conjunction
then
with
need to take
UW
your final
Oshkosh.
FIAD course.
Otherwise, you
Each of
can
these
take
courses
Intro
are
to
a semester
Econ.
long.
The PFM class is a semester class, so it's kind of nice because then it lines up nicely with that final Phy-Ed class that you need to take. So you have all kinds of options in regards to what type of Phy-Ed you would like to take. Do know that there are class explanations in our course guidebook, so you can always check that out. Otherwise, check with your current PE teacher and they would be able to explain these courses a little bit better for you. Here's what your scheduling worksheet is going to look like for the 22-23 school year. Do know that you do need to register for a minimum of 6 credits and then a maximum of 7 credits. So if you want a study hall, only sign up for 6 classes. Always keep in mind those graduation requirements, which I just talked about over the last 20 minutes. And then also keep in mind your post-high school plans and then what you want your senior year schedule to look like as well. So right here, we're going to talk about your English. If you notice up on the top left, there are your choices. You can take that American Lit and Comp, that AP English Language and Comp, or those American Studies. Then underneath that, you're going to see the U.S. History or that AP U.S. History. So there's those options for you as well. I'm going to move to the All right, so we did talk about selecting your English class for now. And then don't forget to go ahead and take a look at what science you want to take for next year, as well as your math. And then you're going to need a Phy-Ed. Then over on the far right, you are going to notice that there's those PFM classes, those 3 options, and then openings for elective classes on what you would like to take. Over on the bottom, the bottom right is that charter school enrollment. If you are part of Tesla, which is what we have here at East, make sure that you go ahead and check that. And then always remember to try and put in alternate course options. That way, if a class that you pick isn't running, we can go ahead and give you your alternate class without having to call you down to school counseling and ask you to pick some more classes. If you notice in the middle, we do have a timeline there. And on that timeline, you are going to see that we're working on scheduling worksheets this week in advisory. January 10th is an Explore Night. Generally, that's for our incoming freshmen, but all students are welcome to come and you can meet teachers and talk about what classes we have available. And then towards the end of the month, you're going to be putting your course requests into Infinite Campus in advisory, and you've done that the last 2 years. Then week of April 18th, we're going to give you some course confirmations, let you know what classes you were able to get into, and then right before school gets out, we are going to show you those initial schedules in Infinite Campus, and then right before school starts, we are going to send you or give you that final schedule. All right, and then here's how you can access the 22-23 course planning guide. As always, open up that class link. You're going to see up on the top left, it is the 2022-2023 course and career course guide. You in the past, being current 10th graders, you've looked at this when you were in 8th grade, you looked at this when you were in 9th grade. So here you are in 10th grade, taking a peek at it again. If you have questions in regards to it, please let your school counselor know. Otherwise, you just open that up, and what's great is it goes into detail. It gives you explanations. And then again, this is what I talked about a little bit earlier because it was in the middle of your course request. Just what we're doing. Hopefully you got that chance back in December to do your credit check and advisory. That way you know exactly what you need to be signing up for your junior year. And always know that our dates are subject to change. And then finally, as I've said before, if you have questions, come see your school counselor. That's what we're here for. I'm Miss Brick. If I am not available, or even if I'm not your school counselor and your school counselor isn't available, you are welcome to reach out to me with questions or concerns that you have, and I will do my best to help you. Otherwise, you should know who your homeroom school counselor is, and we have Miss Reith, me, Miss Brick, Mrs. Melmans, Miss Roof, and Mr. Miller. We also have a counseling website, and you can follow us on Twitter. Have a great rest of the day.